Well, it's a way to go. They got you hammered away at work?
Yeah, hammered is the word. Entirely too much. They sent a couple of things around today, said we got to do this right away, and I said, well, right away is March 28th. Found out that our new guy starts that Monday, not the 21st. So I just said to the boss today, I said, anything you send me from now on, you figure we're not looking at until he walks in the door. And he said, well, just a proposal. I said, yep, anything you're sending me now, we'll do when he gets here. I think he understood that. WA18ES.
Roger, Roger. Well, I hope you two don't lock horns. Get along and do what you can, because you got a lot on the line right now. Another house. So much going on. Nothing much going in Connecticut, I don't know, but seems as if a very good place to be.
Yeah, no. This is my immediate boss. There's a big top guy, but he understands. And when he asks for some help, I try to help him. So he knows when to push and when not to push. And the stuff that he was sending today just was not critical. And the stuff that was, I told him I'd slip in before the end of the week. So we get along. He knows the deal, and he's been trying real hard to find somebody. Hopefully this new guy is what everybody says he is. You know, you get good references. He looks good on paper, but you're never sure until they show up. Over.
KA1DV. Yeah, there you go. Fantastic. Well, like you said, you got the handle on it. Got your house started now. I hope that's going good and smooth. I hope the rider's happy with that.
I think so. WA18ES. She was going to go over to Barnes & Noble and buy a book about interior decorating, so I'm in trouble. I told her, I said, you know, I wish we could get somebody to come in and help. I said, you realize that your realtor, the young lady, went to school and has a degree in interior design before she went into real estate. So I said, you know, you and her go out and have lunch. She's seen the place. She can get you back in there. Matter of fact, she'll be back in there Thursday at lunchtime with me when the housing inspector, the house inspector's in. All the banks require that now. So that's scheduled for Thursday. I said, I'll make sure she takes some pictures and has ideas of colors, and then you guys can coordinate. Me, I got to measure up the rooms, make sure the furniture fits. WA18ES.
KA1DV. Fantastic. A lot of forethought. Well, you're good with measurements, especially math. That's big deal with you.
Yeah, but simple math, multiplication and division. Don't get into all that high-tech stuff. But I sort of enjoy that. You know, been playing with floor plans and furniture layouts for years, so mainly commercially, but it's the same game residentially. So you make up the little templates and you do the plan to scale and you plump them down on there, and you know, generally it comes out pretty close to the way you show it, unless you screwed up somewhere.
Roger. Yeah, you pretty well got it squared away. Sounds good. Sounds real good, Ernie. You'll have before you know it, you'll be basking in the sun with a vertical.
Well, there you go. I'll be sitting there in the above ground pool with the beer in one side and the HT in a weatherproof or waterproof HT in the other. We'll let that communicate with the 2-meter rig and figure out how to link that to the 10-meter repeaters. I know you can do some of that stuff. I just never tried. But all in good time. You got to put things in priority. The next couple of weeks is get ready for this musical show. We got the bank in line. We got this house inspection, and that's basically all I can do on the closing for a while. And then take them one at a time. And of course, the wife keeps changing the priorities, but that's okay. WA1AES.
Well, KA1DDV. Sounds good. Sounds like you got your ducks in a row. You know where you want to go and how you want to do it. That's great. Well, we had the nurse in today. Wrapped my legs up. Put on the medication. And he's gone. I'm waiting now for the terrorists to come in and work me over. I did part of it myself before lunch.
Well, good for you. Good for you. Well, they do a good job. And they got to push and push and be a little hard. But that's a good thing. So you think staying off the beer and stuff is helping the leg there, over?
No, what it was that I was having trouble with is having these great big blood blisters pop out. Now, I ended up getting one on my hand. But I noticed after dialysis, my hand stings something on. Some nights they're really bad. They really kick the heck out of me. Some nights I can't sleep because of it, but that's what I think it is. You know, but I did break out with one, like I say, in one hand, the right hand.
Well, if it's just one, you know, maybe the lack of the alcohol there. Maybe it's not alcohol. Maybe it's the hops and the barley you're allergic to, over?
Well, we had an article that Donnie read to me. Said that booze was a bad thing when you're on dialysis. So, what you got to do? Went yesterday and had that squeeze test. I don't know how that came out because the technician can't tell you anything. They just leave you in the breeze.
Yeah, they're pretty closed-mouthed about it. They're all worried about the legalities of who they're talking to and who they're telling what to. But, you know, you being the patient, they certainly ought to be able to talk to you. Hey, I got to drop off a couple of these ice packs to our fella that had the knee surgery the other day. He's doing real well, but he was fooling around with a plastic bag with ice cubes in it. And the wife had 3 of these high-quality ice pack thingies from CVS. I'll be back out. WA1AES.
WA1ATS, KA1DDV. I'll be here, KA1DDV, monitoring.
K1FFK.
WA1AES mobile.
W1AES, KA1DDV. You're on your way again. Busy, 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 huh?
Yeah, I just dropped off these ice packs to Dan. When I stopped to see him yesterday, he had ice on the knee, which always helped the wife with the pain. But he had, he had a plastic bag with a bunch of ice cubes in. Well, the plastic bag started leaking where he knotted it, and he's getting soaked. So I said, geez, the wife's got 3 of those, things, the actual packs that you throw in the freezer, and then they slip into a little holder. She bought them at CVS. So I figured, hey, I dropped those off. He could use them. She's not using them anymore. And I got a few clouds rolling in. I guess we're supposed to get a little bit of rain or something this afternoon.
I think it's supposed to turn into kind of a mixed, I can't say the word, precipitation. That is, we go.
Yeah, mixed preoccupation. Precipitation, one of them things. Oh, well. Hey, we don't have to be anywhere tonight, although the wife wanted to take a ride and see if the deer were out. There's a whole, I gotta say flock, which is probably the wrong word, of deer, about 8 or 10 of them, that live on the old GE site here where they buried all the PCBs or something. And man, there are always 8 or 10 of them out there grazing, and people stop by. There's a little side road, and they throw apples and stuff over to them. So the wife wanted to swing by there and see if we could see some animals. Pretty lean down in Lenox. I don't know if it's, where we are near Route 7 or what the deal is, but we don't see much of anything there.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, my friend in Windsor has about 4 or 5 deer that stop at his house, and he's got some type of a nut tree that they get into, and they stand around and eat. He says as if they're at the wrist. He said they just never get excited. He said I can walk out there and they'll stand there and just look at me.
Well, that's sort of the way it used to be at our house in Naugatuck, even there. We were in a residential zone, but there was some woods around up in the industrial park above us and behind us and down around. We used to have a herd, that was the word. A herd of about 6 that would come through the backyard on the hill about 50 yards up the hill behind us. We used to have fox and raccoon and possum out there, and around the backyard here in Lenox, we're lucky we saw 2 rabbits and a couple of crows. So she was happy. In the new house there was already a resident squirrel, and the lady had 2 bird bats, so I hope that's a good sign. WA1AES.
Roger. Sounds great. Well, we have a game preserve not too far from here. Between the flatlands, when you're coming between Springfield and Enfield, looking down into the river, that's a game preserve. So I imagine the time that we had the deer up here, we had 4 of them chomping on the shrubbery, and they were ended up walking down the street as if it was a holiday for 4.
Yeah, I was just north of Pittsfield here, up in Cheshire, where Dan lives, and he had one of those cameras that you set outside at night, and if something moves, it takes a picture. He's got pictures of fox and deer and raccoon, just about everything but a bear. So, the animals are around. For some reason, they're just not in our backyard. So the wife misses that. Hopefully, she already told me we're going to the Ocean State, whatever it is, job lot or big lots or something this weekend, because they got a bunch of bird feeders there we're going to have to buy. So I said, sure, why not? I said, but I need a tower to support to hold those bird feeders up. Over.
K1FFK. K1DDV. Sounds darn good. So what did you say to that?
Oh, she's got no problem with the ham. She didn't mind the tower and the antenna. I think I'm going to keep it simple. I think I'll go with the vertical for a while. And I'll stick up about a 20-foot mast by the den in the back now and by the porch there. Put my little 2-meter 440 vertical up on top of it. That'll do us for a bit. If I ever get to semi-retire, maybe then we'll put up a real tower and a beam. But been there, done that. I worked by 150 countries. Confirmed. I'm not a big DXer anymore. WA1AES.
Yeah, very good. Fine business. Sounds like at one time you're really into it. I never did any of that. I just, now and again, wherever I was on, if I caught up with somebody, I did it. I did talk to that 990 group pretty sure every night. People ran from anywhere from upstate New York down to Florida, and we just shoot the breeze a wee bit.
WA1AES. Well, when I built the new house in, let's see, what was that? Boy, the brain isn't working here. I'm trying to remember what year. 85, I guess, 84. I had the base port for the tower, so when I moved in, I put the tri-bander up on there, but I was only a tech. So, did go past the general. No, that's not true. Let's see. I passed the general before that. Anyway, so when we got up there, I turned on the little Kenwood 520, the tube final radio. And the first contact on 20 meters sideband was Pitcairn Island. Direct descendant, or actually the lady who was married to Mr. Christian's great-grandson. And that sort of stirred the imagination. So for the next couple of years, I went and chased the DX. Worked a lot of countries. The bands were good. 20 meters was hot. But after a while, you get sort of tired of that 5.9 QSL via the Bureau kind of stuff. Over.
Roger. Yes, it's like going to the well too often. Fantastic. Hey, what DDB here? That's an interesting thing. I never did very much low band work. Just now and again. Used to work 10 meters with a bunch of fellas right locally. But they've all passed away now, so the way it is, you just they slide along, and my mentor is gone. He was quite a guy. I really enjoyed him. He was scorching. He used to love to scorch you. He used to really like to work on you.
Well, but sometimes you need that push, See, I got licensed back in high school, and back then there was the novice. You had to do 5 words a minute, but that was pretty slow. And you got 2-meter and 80-meter CW, as I remember. But all the high school kids were on 2-meter AM. A lot of them joined and were loaned 2-meter AM radios by the Civil Defense at the time. So we had 30 high school age students plus the local VHF club. And we had nets, we had activities, everything was great. And I tried 80CW and I didn't like it. I was afraid of it, I guess. And just never went back to it. So within the year back then you had to upgrade. So I got a technician, which at that time was the same as the general written, but didn't require code, and they took away all the low bands from you. So I pretty much just did 2 meters. But when I came back and got active again around 75, 77 after I got into business, the guys on the local machine just constantly pestered me. You got to upgrade, you got to upgrade. You're an engineer, you can get a general easy, blah, blah, blah. So a young fellow that worked for me, WA1HSR, and I studied the code, ran some ADCW, got some practice, and went down to New York to the FCC office down in New York City, and we both flunked it. We missed it. And then about 3 weeks later, we went down to New Jersey for one of the first volunteer examiner sessions, and we passed. So that was the beginning. And then, of course, the guys say, well, you got the general, you got to get the advanced and the extra, again, you're an engineer, that ought to be easy, blah, blah, blah. And I never thought I could do 20 words a minute, but I got pretty good on ADCW, worked 45 or 46 states confirmed, and the speed picked up, so we finally did pass the extra. Now they can't pester me no more. And now you don't have to do code at all. WA1AES. YCW.
WA1AES is another station just jumped in. I've got to go. The terrorist is here. KA1DDB, we're clear. I'll catch you tonight on your way home. Go easy and drive slow. In the other station, please pick it up. KA1DDB, we're clear. 7-3, ciao, ciao.
7-3, Frank. Do what they tell you. YCW, good afternoon.
Good afternoon there, gentlemen. I just got to run the Cycle 2 net here this afternoon. Thanks for letting me get in. Okay, this is, good afternoon, everybody. This is Cycle 2 of the ARRL National Traffic System. This regular Cycle 2 session of the Western Mass Traffic Net meets Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. local time on the K1FFK Mount Greylock repeater, 146.91 with a 162.2 tone. The purpose of this net is to handle traffic between cities and towns of Western Mass and to provide liaison to the First Region Net, which meets on 3948 kilohertz at 1:45 p.m. local time. This is a directed net. Please do not break the net without emergency or priority traffic. Please do not leave the net without informing net control you're doing so if at all possible. Your net control for this afternoon is November 1 Yankee Charlie Whiskey N1 YCW. My name is Bruce in North Adams, Massachusetts. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? At this time, let's call First Regional Liaison, Alpha Bravo 1, Tango Charlie. AB1TC, Paul, please call list. Any traffic?
This is Alpha Bravo 1, Tango Charlie, AB1TC. My name is Paul, and I'm running battery power. Good afternoon. And there is no traffic to report for Western Mass from Region 1. Back to net control.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you checking in. Always. Hope you're having a great day. Now I'd like to call stations with traffic or announcements. Traffic or announcements only.
November 1, Sierra Yankee November, Rick in Dalton, Massachusetts. I'm on commercial power, and I have one short announcement, if you may. Here. November 1, Alpha November Delta, Doug in Munson. Commercial power, no traffic. One announcement, please, Bruce. Here is
November 1, Sierra Alpha Victor, N1 SAV, Jeff in Pittsfield. No traffic, running commercial power. Good afternoon, Bruce. Afternoon to the net.
This is Kilo Delta 2, Juliet Kilo Victor, Peter in Albany. Commercial power, no traffic. Good afternoon, Bruce. Good afternoon to the net.
Yes, mobile. Looks like they rolled right into the no traffic section, Bruce. Hey, I apologize. Didn't realize it was so close to that time. We're mobile here in Pittsfield. Over.
K1FFK. This is Kilo Mike 4 Juliet Hotel November KM4 JHN Sean on a handheld. Right now I am in Ringe, New Hampshire.
Here is Whiskey Alpha 1, Zulu Hotel Mike, John in Pittsfield. Commercial power, no traffic.
Here is KB1 JOA. Name here is Phil. I'm mobile in Pittsfield. I have no traffic.
This is November 2, Juliet, November Tango, N2JNT, Jack in Brunswick, New York. Good afternoon, net. Commercial power, no traffic. Alrighty, I just wanted traffic or announcements, so that's okay. I'd like to recognize N1SYN, hi Rick, with an announcement, and N1A&D Doug with an announcement. Please stand by. I'd like to recognize N1SAV Jeff, KD2JNK Peter, WA1AES, hi Ray, KM4JHN, nice job there, a handheld there from New Hampshire there, Sean. Also WA1ZHM John, KB1JOA Phil, and N2JNT Jack. All right, anyone else want to add? Rick, go ahead with your announcement.
Hey, thank you, Bruce. Good afternoon, Net. Just a short little thing here. Today, Scott Kelly and Mikkel Kornienko will be returning from their one-year stay on the ISS. Along with them coming back will be Sergei Volkov. NASA will be broadcasting live 2 times today with live coverage. So at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, they'll cover the farewells and the Soyuz hatch closure. And yep, that's 4 p.m. Actually, we'll probably start a little after that, but good to get everything up and running ahead of time. Secondly, is 7:30 p.m. tonight. They will cover live the undocking and go through the undocking section of it. That's at 7:30. And at 10 p.m., they'll start coverage of the deorbit burn and landing in Russia. So if anyone's got access to NASA TV, and if you don't have it on your cable, which most of us don't around here because Warner won't put it on, you can get on the internet at a couple of different spots, Ustream and
Time out. Time out. Over. APU. Release clear. Repeater. Ready.
Sorry, how much did we miss?
I get as far as the 10 p.m. Landing in Russia.
Yeah, that's about it. 4 p.m. is the Hatch closure to the Soyuz, 7:30 p.m. is the undocking, and at 10 p.m. they'll start coverage for the landing that will be at approximately 11:25. Thank you. Thought I kept it short enough.
Great news. Yeah, I know he's coming home sometime today, but I didn't know the particulars. Thank you for that, Rick. Really appreciate that. N1A&D, Doug, go ahead with your announcement.
Okay, thank you, Bruce. Anybody that's interested, this Saturday, March 5th, 28th Annual Amateur Radio and Electronic Ham Fest for the MTARA, the Mount Tom Amateur Repeater Association, which will be held at the Moose Family Center on Fuller Road in Chicopee, 244 Fuller Road. And if you are coming down from the north and you come down the turnpike, get off exit 6, take a left, and then immediately take your first exit onto Fuller Road, take a right, and it's about a mile, I'd say. On the right-hand side, anybody that's interested. Hope to see that windy guy there that just went and timed the repeater out. I usually see him at the MDARA Ham Fest. Looking forward to that, Rick. And Bruce, if you have a minute after the net, I'd like to speak to you. N1A&D, back to net.
Okay, Rick, thank you very much for that announcement. And I know exactly where Fuller Road is, all that, exit off the Bass Pike, so who knows. I'll be around after the net. Any other further check-ins, further comments for the business?
Hey! Mikaela with Sunshines, November 1, Quebec Oscar Victor, N1 QOV in Pittsfield, running commercial power. I have no traffic for the net. The weather announcement, maybe. Hello.
Sounds good. Go right ahead with your announcements there, Obi. I know you might have a couple.
Okay, hazardous weather in effect due to accumulation, snow and sleet, 1 to 3 inches, ice, 1/10 of an inch, snow overspreads the area late Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. It's going to get crappy out there. Currently in Pittsfield, 28 degrees. The sun is shining. Wind out of the south at 6. And the crap moving in tonight, and maybe a little something on Thursday night. Otherwise, what do you got? Smile. It's Smile Day. Share a Smile Day. Smile or I'll slap you one. N1Q will be back after that.
And there it is. Yeah, share a smile. Share it. Have a smile and share it with someone else. Okay, we got a couple more here. Obi, you want to give the rest of these here? National Sportsman Day. That's a Peace Corps day today. This is Peace Corps Day. That's great. Also, plan a solo vacation day. Okay. Okay. Self-Injury Awareness Day. World Compliment Day. And it's National Pig Day, in case anybody is a lover of the piglet swines there. Also, National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. Boy, how about that? National Horse Protection Day. That's great. Also, National Fruit Compo Day. Fruit Compo, that's a pretty good dish. Asiatic Fleet Memorial Day. How about that? Very good. World Compliment Day. Give everybody a compliment. Fine job, everyone. Nice check-in. Appreciate it. Okay, one more call before we close.
K1FFK.
Hearing none, this has been regular Cycle 2 session of the West Mass Traffic Net. I wish to thank the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the repeater. And now I turn to regular amateur use. Thanks to all stations who checked in and those who stood by while we conducted this net. This net is secure at 1:15 p.m. and 1 YCW and 1 A&D. What can I do for you there, Dougie?
And 1 A&D. Hey, Bruce. I was wondering if you could find somebody to do my 1 o'clock. I do Wednesday and Friday for you, and I was thinking maybe Peter over there in Albany. He's eager to do nets. I wondered if you could get somebody to take my place.
Let's see if Peter's still around here. KD2, JKV. Peter, you're still here?
I am still here.
You'll be interested in that couple of days.
I had a phone call. Could I run that by me again?
Hi, Doug.
Yeah, Peter, this is Doug, N1AND. I do the 1 o'clock net for Bruce on Wednesday and on Friday, and I'd like to excuse myself from that, but I want to make sure they're covered. I wondered if you'd be interested in taking up those two afternoon nets.
Not a problem. I will take them.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Back to you, Bruce. I guess we're all set there then, right? Peter will pick those up for me.
That's great. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. So you will be on Monday and also Wednesday and Friday. Very good. Very good. Appreciate that. And just remember to send me your totals, total battery, total commercial, total check-ins, just the totals. That's all I need. Also
To him, so he's got them.
Sorry, I doubled over here. What was that?
I forgot your email, so I talked to Obi, and Obi said send them to him, so he's got my totals for the month.
Negative. No, you're supposed to send them to me. It's my call sign at yahoo.com.
Give me your call one time.
November 1 Yankee Charlie Whiskey.
We'll get them out right now.
Yeah, you send your cycle 1 to Obi, and I'll take my cycle 2. Okay, thank you very much, and I appreciate you picking up those nets on those 3 days. Very, very good. Sounds good. Thanks again, Peter. Appreciate it. And thank you, N1AND there, Doug, for all you did. Wonderful.
Yeah, okay, Bruce. Yeah, I'm glad Peter's there to pick that up. And Peter, you will pick that up tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I know you do it Monday. So now you got it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Bruce, I will send you my totals for February. Today's the 1st. Yeah, today's the 1st. Had to go and vote. I hope everybody went and voted. Everybody needs to take part. And okay, that's it. Thank you, Peter, and I'll see you later. Bruce, N1YCW. This is N1AND.
3, Doug. Have a great day. Well, Peter, if you could send me the February totals, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. I will watch you.
Yep, you will have them in a few minutes.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Yeah, send just cycle 2. That's all I need. Okay. Thank you very much, and we'll wish you
N1SYN. You still there, Rick? This is N1AND.
Doug, N1SYN here.
Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you Saturday. You're going to be there, and what time?
My plans are to be there.
get in the way, although I had my wife clear all day Saturday. I got some other business to do down in that area too, so that's good. Yeah, hope to see you there too. I thought I missed you last year, but evidently I did get to see. I was talking with Dave this morning, wondered if he was going to bring the curmudgeon with him.
The old curmudgeon, yeah. He gave me a shout on 105. I usually monitor the 105 quite a lot now that it's back up and running. I don't know. So we did see one another last year. I don't know. Maybe we missed one another time-wise. But anyway, I know we did the year before because that's when I took the pictures. Or somebody, there's a picture of all of us clowning around over there in the corner. Dave, N1 MFL with the big boom box up on his shoulder. Remember that? And you down at the tallest guy down in the front on the floor there.
Yep. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. Yeah, I remember that. You ever get a chance, you can shoot me that if you've got a copy of it electronic. Send it to my email there. So, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, like I said, my plans are to be there. It opens at 8:30, so I'll be there about there or a little later. I'm going to get there early.
Oh, that's great. I was going to go with Rick, KC180 from Ludlow. He's kind enough to come around. I don't drive, so he was kind enough to come around and pick me up and take me to various things. But he got involved with putting signs up and whatever, I don't know, helping set up. Or he's going over there for like 6:30. I said, no. Not going over there at 6:30. So Dave, KC1DAX, is going to pick me up, and we'll probably slip over by exit 6 there, and there's a truck stop there, and there's a diner, the 50s diner. Everything is in the 50s, designed in that mode. We'll have some breakfast there, and then mosey over there. So it'd be good to see you there, Rick. I'll be looking forward to that. So I guess that's it. I guess I'll see you Saturday.
N1 SAV.
N1 SAV, you recognize? Go ahead.
Okay, guys, I think Rick just actually answered my question a minute ago there. I was going to ask for a memory refresher on the time. It definitely opens at 8:30.
Yeah, 8:30. And now it used to be Mary KV1ME used to run it, and we used to kid around. We used to call her the sergeant at arms because she would not let you in before the time. And which because she's trying to keep order there. Now it's Brian. BDF, I can't remember his prefix, but anyway, he's in charge of it, and but I still think it's kind of in order to keep everything in order, it's the doors will not open until 8:30, and so sometimes I remember a couple of years ago we were standing out there. It was very, very cold, but you're not getting in at 8:29. It was 8:30.
K1FK. So, all right, we'll see everybody down there. Bring a few dollars with me. Hopefully, I'll find a couple of nice items I'm looking for. That'll be good. So, all right, I'll let everybody get going here. I got to grab some lunch anyway before I go to work. So, we'll chat with everybody later, and hopefully we'll see everybody down there Saturday. And one SAV clear.
Okay, Jeff. That was a wonderful double, guys. Nobody won. It was just hash. and at the end, the computer ID won out over both of you. But we heard you at the end, Jeff. So 7-3s. Have a nice lunch and a great day at work there. And I guess Rick, that must have been you doubling with him.
My apologies. Yeah, Jeff. According to their flyer, which is on their website, you can click it and it comes up PDF. They said vendors at 6:30 and general public at 8:30. Yeah, and they usually are pretty strict on that because you got to get everybody in there and get everything set up. Sorry, I doubled you.
Not a problem, Rick. Not a problem at all. Okay, thanks for the info, and we'll see everybody down there. And we'll catch you later. And one SAV, Claire.
Okay, guys. Looking forward to seeing both of you there. Let me see if I got it. Yeah, okay. Looking forward to seeing both of you guys there, and it's always a good time. Montom Hamfest is always a good time. I've been going to it for years. You know, I don't know. I guess this is about what 3-4 years, Rick, that it's been at the Moose Lodge.
Jesus fucking.
But yeah, it's always fun, and a lot of good friends, and people like Rick and Jeff that I don't see too often because I'm way down here in Hampden County. It's good to see you guys come down because then I get an eyeball on you. Okay, I'll turn it over to Rick, and I will be clear and but still listening. N1AND.
Catch you guys later. N1SYN. And WA1ZHM, you still around, John?
Yeah, Rick, was you looking for Jeff, or did you say John?
Looking for John.
Sorry, I just heard a as I started up the stairs there, so, okay, sorry about that, Rick. N1SAB.
Okay. Okay, I'll hope to see you then. N1SYN, we'll be clear.
N1QOV, the notorious Captain Teach. This is N1AND. N1QOV. Where'd you go, Obi? N1AND. Guess he ran away. N1AND, clear and listening.
K1FFK.
KC1FFKPL162.2.
KC1 BYD monitoring. Portable Pittsfield.
WA1ZHM. So how'd you make out in the end?
I got the car. I got the Bofang finally wrangled in.
So it's working.
Yeah, it works. Send, receive. The only thing I couldn't figure out is how to squelch out the digital tone when everybody's in a digital mode.
You have to put the tone encoder on. So you have the decoder and encoder both on. You'll see an indication that there's a signal there, but you won't hear the noise. I always check it before I transmit on FM. Well, it's both FM, but analog, to make sure nobody's in there on the digital side. It's kind of confusing, but they'll have it so it'll work both ways pretty soon. So were you playing digital last night?
Yeah, I tried to, but that being still a new app for me, I sit there and I punched buttons and I came up with news. That's about it. I didn't find out. So after I started getting chilly, I calmed down for the day, and I'm going to add my Wires X manual printed. That's one of the manuals I didn't print yet.
Okay. And you can also go on the internet, do a Google. It'll bring up all list of things, and they have a listing of stations, nodes. Our Pittsfield node is listed on there too, so just look for Pittsfield, it'll be quicker. I don't know if that'll help or not, but most of them are in Japan.
Yeah, I heard a guy from South Korea last night come in, and it was a pretty strong signal. I was impressed. I'm really impressed with the digital.
The audio's excellent. Of course, you're not getting a signal direct. You're getting it over the internet and then transmitted. So, but you're so close to the node that you should have no problems whatsoever at home.
I was going to play tonight when I got to work at 5 o'clock, but I'm buying a new car, so I might not have my radio. I'm going to be feeling kind of negative about it, you know?
Wow. You're going to drill some holes in it and put some antennas on the new car?
Yes, I am. I'm going to put the antenna on it. It's going to look goofy probably, but it's black. Hopefully it'll blend.
Good for a new car.
Well, I wound up downsizing. I'm looking to get a Ford Focus. It's got a bunch of bells and whistles in it, but smaller car, with gas mileage than my big old V6 there, that Chevy Impala. So hopefully it'll work out.
Is it a new one, a brand new one, or used, or?
It's got 4 miles on it.
One thing I would be careful of is the electronics on board. Make sure you don't run any feed lines for the antenna next to any of that electronic stuff, because it'll make it crazy. If you know what I mean.
I put this one in the Impala. I took it down to Anthony's Electronics here in the Pittsfield, and he shielded the wires and ran it really nice and made everything hide nice for me. So I'm going to set up an appointment with him and take it down there.
There you go. Yep. With today's electronics and the things that you can do, the things that the cars do on their own by computer, if you key up the mic and you disturb that, it could slam your brakes on.
It could shut the motor off. It could lock the locks. It could do a whole bunch of things. Even people have hacked into them, and you can hack into them from a distance and control a guy's car. That's scary to me.
Yeah, it is, but to try to find anything, what I call a normal car, you know, I was lucky to find a standard, which I prefer anyway. But, you know, you need cameras to back up the car. What happened to turning, you know, looking over your shoulder, for pity's sake? Manual windows, no, all this electronic stuff, you know?
Well, that's it. I don't like I don't like the Bluetooth systems, and they all have it now because it can be hacked very easily. I don't like the automatic braking. I don't like the you know, the crash avoidance stuff. I don't like the airbags. They scare me. And there's been a lot of fatalities with airbags, just the airbags themselves, because of debris, shrapnel. Oh my. Oh well. Over half the cars that are on the road now that have airbags are faulty.
Yep, who was it? GM and just recalled that Japanese manufacturer, faulty airbags, and I think they discharge at what, 80 something miles an hour?
Then you get an airbag in the face. If it doesn't kill you or break your neck or hit you with shrapnel, you can't see where you're going anyway, so you crash.
All right, John, I'm going to say 7-3s for a few. I'm going to get back inside and see where we're at with that. Hopefully be able to get to work on time.
Okay, hope you got your Bofang all straightened out. That's cool. Got mine all straightened out, too. WA1ZHM.
KC1BYD, standing by.
Why, so I'll be out there watching the fire. What the heck? I gotta go take a dump. Wait. waiting for her to call me. She's at the medical center.
K1FFK.
What are you doing tomorrow morning about 8?
Oh, shit, I gotta go to the accountant's for 9.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll be around. I gotta be down in South Street for 9 o'clock to the accountant.
Well, that's good because drop me off at the church next to Masonic Hall. And on your way back, grab me.
Well, I'm gonna be there probably a half hour or so. All right. Okay.
I got all day.
All right. Ah.
One ZHM N1SYN. WA1 ZHM. How's it going? Oh, it's going.
for you?
Too bad. Not too bad at all. I think I'm finally getting in the groove. I heard you checked into the 1 o'clock net. Did you get the heads up on the timings for the NASA transmissions?
Yeah, I was going to put the computer on just as you called and get it started up.
Did you copy the times, or are you just going to put it on and leave it on? It starts at 4 p.m. Eastern.
I go to NASA TV and just use it as a the downlink for a screensaver. Like,
I didn't know you can set that up as a screensaver, huh?
oh, not a screensaver, but one of my background. I just put it on full screen. You know, the downlink. What do they call that? Anyway, and just expand it full screen, and you know, the cameras go on and on unless they're in a dark zone.
Oh, you mean the NASA TV over the internet?
Oh, the live video thing, the live video experiment, and then around 3:30, I'll switch it over to NASA TV.
I get you. Yeah. Yeah, I know all the amateur radio is going to be shut down today, and yeah, I don't know when they'll put it back on. And then on Friday, they're launching the next expedition tour, so probably Friday they'll start shutting it down again.
Have you plugged in the O3 machine yet?
I didn't plug it in out here yet, I don't think. They changed the tone on that, right?
No. 162.2.
Oh, stand by one, I'll check it out. N1SYN.
147.030, positive offset. 162.2 tones. And if you don't want to hear the digital noise when they're playing digital, put the decoder in and the encoder in. If you want to know when they're playing digital, just leave your encoder off, or your decoder off rather, and you'll hear the noise.
Yep, I'm aware of that. We talked about that last time, I think. Yeah, but I'll just check this radio out here and see if. Did you want to go over there?
Dump it in and we'll give it a try. Let me know when you're ready.
I'll just check it. It should be in the machine. Nothing has changed, so stand by. I'll see if it's out here. HM, N1SYN. No, it's not in this machine out here. That repeater was down when I set this one up out here, and I never did put it in. So I know I have it downstairs.
just to hit your VFO button and tune it in that way for now. Well, once you do that, you might as well just load it into a channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll give it a shot, and if not, I have to get the manual out. This is Don's old radio that George had gotten. It wasn't working, and there was broken wire, I believe, and I know the battery was dead on the inside, and when the battery's dead, it just does not work at all, the memory battery. So I got a new one of those and put it in and got it running and stuck it out here. But let me see if I can do it. I'll get back to you in a bit if I can.
What kind of radio is it? Is it an HD?
It's a mobile rig. It's an Alinco DR590 dual bander, 2-meter 440. It's got the separating head and all that. I think it was one of the first ones. And it's after I got it running, it's a couple of years now. It's been great. But 03 was down all that time, so that's why I never put it in. Let me see if I can do it.
Yeah, it's a good backup frequency. Okay, I'll be listening here. Let me know here when you're ready to go. Although I do monitor the 03. WA1ZHM.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to run in quick, and I got the manual on the computer. He didn't have it, and I've got it on PDF, and I just don't want to screw up anything. I know how to set it up in the VFO, but the save function, I have to figure out how that works and what channel, to put it in, so that I don't screw up what I have in here now. So I'll give you a yell. WA1ZHM N1SYN.
Okay, it won't hurt you to go through that again anyway. I had to take a tutorial last night on my Bofang so that I could program some stuff in. So there you go, WA1ZHM.
My Azus, I just hook them up to my computer, and I program them all the same, so I don't have that problem. I don't have to do it manually, although I know how to do it in there now. And no, not on that one either. But all my HTs, I know how to do that because you got to do it on the fly sometimes. All right, I'll give you one way or the other. Yeah, give me about 20 minutes at least.